what happens in this game. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Off play action. Fires left. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. The sure hands, it's high. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Swings it out to the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. What squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They'll throw on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's high. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
Got it in the middle. It's Dalton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He looks that one in nicely. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Auburn! And the extra point makes it 14-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely the offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll try it over the left side. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Dances away from 1. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Right back to the well. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Got his man down the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on second down. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. And to you.
Running back.
Arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Discards a man. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Billman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, going up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond.
And it's picked off. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. He's got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rounding the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. The first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The incompletion on first down leaves him with second and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside, they get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his... Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On second down, just keeps firing. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. He'll keep it himself. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Bulls his way forward. Creates a little space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pocket. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent on the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Delivers the contact. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, and if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Movement here from the tight end. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tiger! And the route is on.
Points, and more points. this offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a one-yard gain.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got it past the marker. Tackled, but he has a first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his...
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive, and they got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Easy. Hey, Ken.
The give and tick, 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 tick. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Got it.
Trying to pick up a first down.
Slab.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Auburn! And the pummeling has started. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Got a man. It's Robinson. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to...
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They'll go right back to him. Still running at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get